ultimate motorcycle exhaust video. I know it will be exhausting doing this video, but in a serious note, guys, if you ever wondered changing the exhaust or some parts of the exhaust, what it makes and what difference to the sound and weight is, this video is for you. Here we have 3 exhausts which belong to the Nuda, and I chose the Nuda because it is the easiest to change the exhaust on. I don't have any gaskets to worry about, and also because of the iconic sound. So out of factory, what we have is, these are the headers. Do you like my stick, by the way? My pointing stick, like a teacher. These are the headers, and you can see the catalytic converter here, and the valve, which is connected to the ECU, and it closes and opens according to the rev range, and then the exhaust itself. Now, if you want to remove the cat, which actually gives you the best sound, and obviously it depends on your country. In the UK, there are no emission tests for motorcycles, so we can do that easily. Removing the cat actually gives you the best sound. So here we have the Arrow so-called racing collectors, and you can see here there's no cat and there's no valve. And at the beginning, because there were no exhausts available for the Nuda, I had a bespoke Acra with the link pipe done. And then the reason why I changed the Arrow is, if you look here, there's a scratch. This is version 2 of the Arrow headers, and they denied the existence of version 1, and you can see that bend there, and that bend actually made them lower. So I was taking a corner and it scared the hell out of me. Then luckily I found a fantastic master welder who owns a Nuda, and he did me these custom titanium headers, obviously without the valve and without the cat. And I use the LeoVince, which is the custom one for Husqvarna, made for Husqvarna for the Nuda, and it's an incredible pipe. Now, what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to fit the original, and we're going to measure the dB, and we're going to listen to the sound, and then on the original I'm going to change the exhaust and put the LeoVince. So to show you, just changing the end can, what the difference is. And then we're going to go to the Arrow collectors headers with the Akrapovic, and maybe I will put the LV on it, and then finally go back to what I run now, which is the custom titanium headers with the LeoVince pipe. Oh, I forgot to mention, which is one of the most important things to me at least, is the weight difference, and I'm going to be weighing them and showing you what the weight difference is. We're going to start weighing the Nuda original system first. That is 3.41 kilograms. There. The exhaust is 2.4 kilograms. Now the Arrow headers, 1.8 kilograms, and the Acra exhaust is 1.1 kilograms. The titanium headers, 0.79. The LeoVince is 1.7 kilograms. So this is how we're going to do it, guys. I've got everything marked, the exact position of the Nuda, the position of the dB meter. Now, this is not scientific, so it's not level and so on, but if it's constant, then it will give us a good indication, and the exact position of the sound recorder. Every configuration, it's going to be measured at startup at 3000 RPM and at 6000 RPM. The dB meter, we need to set it in max, so every time we can come and check it. Startup. The only thing which I didn't do is connect the exhaust valve. So the exhaust valve in this configuration is fully open because I took away the motor that controls it with all the cabling, and it's really a bugger to try and put everything back on. What we have now is the original headers with the cat. The only difference is that we changed the end can. I put the LeoVince on it with a baffle. This setup is actually typical of most bikes because of lows, because of emission lows, noise regulations. So most bikers will do this. We'll find out now what the difference is, and I left the baffle in, and then we'll do another test without the baffle. Switch on the sound recorder, set it to max. Start up. Start up. 97.8, 3000, 103, and 6000. headers. You can see how much lower they sit. And the Akrapovic exhaust with a bespoke hanger and link pipe. So let's start it up. Startup is 98.6, 3000 RPM. 103.5, 6000. 108.5. Just for argument's sake, let's take it to the rev limiter. 123.8. I love the Acra sound, man. I think I'm gonna work on another bespoke Acra for the Nuda. I haven't put it for ages. I don't think I have put it on Nuda 2.0 yet, but I just love that sound. By the way, no baffle. Finally, we have the custom titanium headers. Look how closely they match the contour of the bike with the LeoVince titanium exhaust, no baffle. Let's see. Start up. 'So what did we learn? We learned that most bikes out of factory, they sound rubbish. And then if we change the exhaust, we start to improve it. Remove the baffle, we improve it even further. And by the way, one thing I forgot to tell you is that you can actually fine-tune the sound of the baffle by drilling holes in it. You can start by drilling 2 holes, 4 holes, 6 holes, and then you can see how that changes the tone of the exhaust. And then for the ultimate sound, we learned that you need to get rid of the catalytic converter, the CAT. But obviously that is not possible in some countries because of emission controls and so on. And then we also learned we save a lot of weight. Now, especially on Euro 4 bikes, that thing weighs a lot. This one I think is either Euro 2 or Euro 3, I'm not sure. and that's why we didn't get so much weight saving. But even so, I mean, to save 1 kilogram, people will kill for that. And that's my extensive, exhaustive exhaust video. I forgot to add one very important point, which is the more you let your bike breathe, i.e. by changing an exhaust or changing a full system, you need a fuel controller like a power commander or a Bazzaz, or flashing the ECU or a different map. It's mainly because bikes run lean to meet emission standards and so on. And the more you let your bike breathe, the leaner it will go, and in some cases it can be very bad for your engine. Changing an exhaust and leaving the baffle in rarely does anything, but start removing the baffle and start putting an open system, that's when you need it. I mean, I've got it on all my bikes except for the Grom. I've got power commander on the Nuda, on the SMR, and on the BMW, with huge power gains, by the way. On the KTM here, it's got the Akrapovic map from KTM, which compensates for all that. So just watch out.